Let's name something nobody names. It's the visibility hangover. So you post a video, someone leaves a kind comment. Maybe they say they felt like this is therapy. And instead of feeling proud, your body goes, oh no. Because now your nervous system thinks, well, now we have to keep performing. Now we have to stay consistent. Now people are watching me. And if you're a highly sensitive person as an HSP, your body just does not experience that as attention. No, it doesn't. You know what our body does? It experiences it as risk. It's not, how should I say this? It's not a logical risk. It's more a nervous system risk. And have you ever gotten love from someone and immediately you wanted to disappear or hide? Or have you ever posted something brave and then you felt tired, foggy, irritable, and a very important one that actually I've noticed is you feel weirdly numb the next day. And have you thought, hmm, why am I acting like I did something wrong? When did I, when I actually did something good? Yeah. Why am I acting like I did something wrong? And I actually just did something good. Yeah. That's the visibility hangover. That's what I'm learning. Because today, that's what I'm struggling with. I think I'm struggling with that. What I'm gonna share with you today is I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna share, but yeah, let's just okay, let's do this. I'm struggling today, guys. It's a struggle. It's a struggle for me today, to be honest. How about I'm gonna give you, let me tell you what visibility hangover is and why it happens to HSPs specifically, because that's what I've been struggling with. And I'm gonna keep it super simple and just exactly how it's happened to me, because I didn't even know if I wanted to share this because maybe I'm the only one that feels this way, but just in case somebody else suffers from visibility hangover as an HSP. And also where it shows up in your body. And that way you can stop calling it laziness, because that's what I've been hard on myself and thinking I'm very lazy. And the real reason we feel unmotivated, the motivation disappears after you post. Hello, dopamine drop. And what I've learned, um, a little tiny experiment that I did for myself, so that way you stop feeling like you want to hide, so that your nervous system learns being seen doesn't mean I'm unsafe. So also just stick with me. I'm sure my thoughts will come together at the end, and I'm going to tell you what has surprised me the most after showing up for 50 videos. I can't even believe that I have posted and shared publicly, being seen 50 videos. That is a huge milestone for me as an HSP creator, because and new to YouTube, because it's very daunting. And it's not what people think. It's not the views. It's not confidence. I'm finding that it's something more quieter that's happening for us HSP creators, and it has changed how I see my nervous system forever. Because I don't know if this happens to you, because some of y'all don't have imposter syndrome. I'm starting to realize it's like you have a nervous system that thinks compliments are a contract. That's what I've been, that's what I've been, that's how I've been feeling, to be honest. And the thing that makes us HSP creators quit is not the hate comments that we get. It's more subtle. It's the moment your body realizes, if I keep showing up, people might expect me. Like they're looking forward to my videos because it makes them feel like it's therapy. It makes them feel, seen. I'm giving them language to something that they didn't know. Especially for us sensitive people, the expectation sometimes I'm finding, like, for me, it's been feeling like a cage. So I wanted to come on here today and just share with you and also pump you up and let you know that you're not alone if you're experiencing this. I'm here to tell you what's exactly happening inside your body so that you stop interpreting protection as failure, because that's what yeah, it's been really, really, really hard for me to accept it, that I'm being seen publicly. But because after recording 50 videos, me, Sly, looking back from January 2nd to now, and my very good friend knows, she knows how I struggled, and even just my friend Glo Tanmo knows how I struggled. The conversations we had way back in December to get me to even be comfortable to share on camera, be seen publicly, share my story. But after recording 50 videos, I am proud. But I'm also noticing something I did not expect. Like, have you ever wanted to create, but not wanted to be perceived? Not because you don't believe in your message, but because your body quietly just said, no, let's not be seen today. Your body's like, nope, not doing it. And if you're a highly sensitive person or an HSP or someone whose nervous system just processes things deeply, this might feel familiar. And the pressure of visibility, the weight of people watching me, watching you, the emotional labor of being present online, that's something I didn't expect. And that's why I wanted to create this video, because there might be somebody else that's on this YouTube journey of posting every day that you something you didn't even think about. And I wish somebody had told me the feeling that comes with being seen publicly every day and sharing my story every day, being vulnerable, making mistakes on camera, being, I'm a recovering perfectionist. So, and that, and I over explain. So I'm recovering from that too. So just sharing on here. This is, for example, I'll give you some examples what this might look like sometimes. Low motivation, burnout, which I've experienced, creative fatigue. This is a huge one, dopamine depletion, and just wanting to hide, not wanting to show up. I didn't feel like showing up today, but I committed to this process and I'm challenging myself that do it even when you don't feel like it. Do it even when you're not in the mood. Your dopamine is low. The views are low. Um, no one's commenting. No one's giving you a thumbs up. Like, I'm not doing it for those things. If my story helps somebody, great. I appreciate all the kind comments. They keep me going, and how everybody appreciates what I'm sharing. But I started this journey as a challenge to myself, because when I started this back in January 2nd, I was hugely nervous, tears, very, very afraid, deathly afraid to be seen, like visibly nervous. And my friend Glo knows that, because she's the person I confide in on my low days and let her know that I'm not motivated today. I forget my words. It's embarrassing to forget the words. I re-record. I overthink. I I over-explain. But I'm a highly sensitive person, and it's okay. And I'm learning to be okay with it, honestly. Even when I forget my words, like when I lose my train of thought, or like today, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to talk about what comes to my mind. But now looking back after 50 videos, I'm like, wow, yeah, that's huge. That nervous system that wanted to hide, it still showed up anyway. And that's why I showed up today. Here's the part I think nobody talks about in the HSP space for us HSPs. Sometimes this the exhaustion is not from creating, because I enjoy creating. I'm enjoying creating. I never done this before. And I think it's all just from being seen on screen, being seen publicly, being perceived. Like, I don't know if this happened to you. Have you ever posted something honest and then hoped nobody saw it or nobody commented? Not because you didn't want the connection, but because connection feels like pressure. And I think that's probably what I've been suffering from in the last few days. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, you upload, and then your brain goes, what if they expect more now? What if I can't keep up with this? What if I showed up too much? Suddenly, the camera doesn't feel like a tool. For me, it feels like a spotlight. And I'll explain a little bit what's going on in the nervous system, at least for my registered nurse lens and from my experience. The nervous system has a lens, and what I'm learning is that being seen means or equals to stimulation. The attention means, what can I say, unpredictability. And for highly sensitive people as HSPs, I'm learning that unpredictability often feels like a threat, because that's what it's been feeling like for me. So the system, our nervous system, is quietly asking, is this safe? And not, it doesn't say, is this meaningful? It just says, is this safe? Now, and this isn't just for creators. I think this happens when someone praises you in a meeting. I don't know if this happens to you. Your friend says you're so good at this, or yes, it's just say you're good at whatever the thing is, or your partner highlights your strength. And instead of pride, your nervous system whispers, oh, wow, now I have to maintain that. How do I do that? Right. And so what I'm finding is that motivation isn't just a mindset. I think it's chemistry, because when your nervous system feels safe, I'm noticing that the dopamine flows. But when your nervous system feels exposed, the dopamine drops. So what looks like laziness is often our nervous system protecting us. And have you ever thought, I want to do this, but I don't want the attention that comes with it? I mean, that's not contradiction. It's regulation is what I'm realizing. And I repeat these ideas often in my previous videos, not because I don't think you heard them or you're listening or you're hearing them, but because your nervous system learns through repetition. The more it hears, for example, the more it hears that it's safe to be seen, the more it believes I can show up again. So if you've been feeling unmotivated this week, if you've wanted to quit quietly like me, I felt like quitting. I did. Yeah, I'll be honest, I did. I felt like quitting yesterday. And if showing up feels heavier than the work itself, your nervous system might not be avoiding what do I say? It's not avoiding a purpose. Then your nervous system might just be protecting you from exposure. And as a highly sensitive person, if you're noticing this today, you are not behind. You're becoming aware, right? And you becoming aware because you're not behind means your nervous system is already learning something new. Yes, it's learning something new. And if you're new here, my name is Sly. I'm a registered nurse, pediatric is my specialty. And I'm a highly sensitive person, and I'm learning this in real time. Not after figuring it out or mastering it, but well, I'm living it. And that's why I want to share my experience with you, because you might be going through the same thing. And if this feels familiar, I want you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below. Turn on your notifications button so you don't miss the next video that I share. So that when these reflections that I share with you land, then you don't have to process them alone. And if you want slower conversations like this, I do share them on Substack, is where we unpack more gently. And this is an extension to my Substack, and I'll put the Substack link in the description below. Yeah, feel free to join us, because today was not about pushing through as a highly sensitive person or a highly sensitive creator. It was about just what I'm noticing. Sometimes what we want is not attention. What we need is safety. And even if you're naming that today, I want to remind you that you're doing better than you think. Thank you for letting me share my story. Thank you for being here. I just want to be honest that I am struggling as a new YouTube creator and as an HSP, feeling unmotivated, low dopamine, but I'm showing up anyway. And I thank you for being here. If you're watching till you watch till the end, this video was meant for you. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.